Now, center of mass of two particle system. Now we consider not many particles, just two particles, and then we have to decide about the center of mass. So now we are considering the particles in the form of P1 and P2, and their masses are supposed to be M1, M2, and R1T and R2T are their position vectors at time t with respect to origin as shown in the figure. The position vector of the center of mass is given by, well, the position vector, as I have explained you earlier, we have to take the product of the masses and the position vectors. So R is given by composition M1 R1 plus M2 R2 divided by M1 plus M2. This is the formula used for the system of two particles. Whenever we use the term particle, we are referring to two atoms of the system. Now in the figure, along x-axis, the y-axis and z-axis, our discussion is very strictly in the three dimension. So now we are finding that M1 is the mass and R1 is the position vector from origin, that is 0, 0 coordinate. So for origin, the coordinates will be 0, 0, 0. And M2 is the another mass and its position vector is R2. The center of mass is indicated as Cm, that is indicated by dotted line, and the position vector is R. So according to this figure, R will be M1 R1 plus M2 R2 divided by M1 plus M2. The point whose position vector is given by the above equation is the center of mass of a system of two particles, and their masses are M1, M2, and their position vectors are R1, R2 respectively. Now, suppose that in all these equations, wherever we write M1 and M2, let us assume that M1 equals to M2 equals to M. That is, the masses are equal in a system. The position vectors of the center of mass is given by, now it is given as, wherever we have written earlier M1, M2, now we are writing simply M. So position vector R is equal to MR1 plus MR2 divided by M plus M, and that is equal to R1 plus R2 divided by 2. M is taken out common from the numerator and denominator will become 2M. M will cancel off and we will get a net result, position vector R1 plus position vector R2 divided by 2. Now in case of the center of mass lies on the origin. When we use this term origin, it will have 0, 0 coordinates in two dimension, but 0, 0, 0 will be the coordinates in three dimension. Now we have R as 0, so M1 R1 plus M2 R2 must be 0. For a regular shape and configuration, the center of mass coincide with the geometrical center only if the mass distribution of the body with respect to geometrical center of the configuration is uniform. If mass distribution is non-uniform, then center of mass and geometrical center are not the same point. So geometrical center and the center of mass will be same, suppose in case of a sphere. But if it is non-uniform and the mass is also non-uniform, then the geometrical center and the center of masses will be always different. Now in uniform gravitational field, center of mass and the center of gravity are the same point. The center of mass of a body having regular geometrical shape can be easily found from its condition of symmetry. Now what exactly is the condition of symmetry? So the shapes of the bodies are given in the left column, and on the right the position of the center of mass are given. So these facts are to be remembered. So one is the uniform rod and the center of mass is the middle point of the rod. Obviously it is the geometrical center. The next thing is about the circular ring. So When we speak ring, we will find the center of the ring will be that is the center of mass. Now we come to a disk. So center of disk will be the center of that is position of the center of mass. Now in the fourth portion, a plane lamina of the shape of rectangle, parallelogram or a square. So if we take these type of shapes, then point of intersection of the two diagonals will give the center of mass. That is the geometrical center. Now we come towards the triangular plane lamina. So when we speak triangular plane lamina, it is any triangle. Any triangle means their sides are unequal. So what we do is the vertex is connected to the opposite side at the middle point, and this particular line which is joining the vertex of the triangle with the middle point of the opposite side, that line is called the median. And in case of a triangular plane lamina, the points where the medians intersect is supposed to be the center of mass. So median is called, or the point where all the three medians meet is called the centroid. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Now the next part is rectangular or cubical block. Now we have a choice, rectangular or a cubical block. The point of intersection of diagonals, that is what the center of mass, and that is the geometrical center also. Now sphere, it is again a definite shape. So the center of sphere is supposed to be the center of mass. We come towards cylinder, that's a definite shape. So middle point on the axis of the cylinder is called the center of mass. And now we come towards the cone or a pyramid. So in that case, on the line joining the apex, that is the vertex, to the center of base, at distance equal to 1/4 of the length of the line from the base, that point is called the center of mass. Now we come towards certain examples where we have to use the center of mass. Our first example is that center of mass of the three particles at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. When we use the term equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. The masses of the particles are 100 grams, 150 grams and 200 grams respectively. Each side of the equilateral triangle is 0.5 meters long. Now, the figure is shown. The vertex 100 gram, 200 gram and 150 gram. The coordinates are mentioned. At the origin, it is 0, 0. And at A, in 3 dimensions, it should be 0, 5, 0. And at the middle point of the line, joining 100 gram and 150 gram will be 0, then 0.25 and 0. Because from O to the point, middle point, the distance will be 0.25 because the total distance is 0.50. Now, from the figure, what exactly we are noticing? With the x and y axis chosen as shown in figure, the coordinates of the point O, A and B forming equilateral triangle are respectively origin 0, 0, then other points will be 0, 5, 0, 0, then 0.25 and 0.25 root 3, and the masses 100, 150, 200 are located at positions O, A and B. Then, so first of all, we use the equation of center of mass, and that is x is equal to m1x1 plus m2x2 plus m3x3 whole divided by sum of the masses, that is m1 plus m2 plus m3. Now putting the values, and then we will make the calculations, and the whole number will come in grams. In the numerator and denominator, the grams will cancel off, and the center of mass, that will be calculated. Now same way, we will find the center of mass x will be 5/18 meters. Now same calculation we carry out for y, but we will use the formula m1y1 plus plus m2y2 plus m3y3 divided by m1 plus m2 m3. Then we compute the values and we get the value of y, which is found to be 1 over 3 root 3 meters. The center of mass C is shown in the figure. Note that it is not the geometric center of OAB.